Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time, everyone, we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations Transformers Generations Power of the Primes episode, without warning. And let me tell you, all of this episode emphasized the title pretty strongly. Anyway, basically it starts off with pretty much Predaking beating the ever-loving crap out of Victorion, trying to get the Enigma combination for unknown reasons at this time. Perceptor, he tries to come up with a way, and then he finally decides, you know what, I'm going to distract Predaking. He does. He does. Runs away like an idiot. Predaking just chases off and runs after him. Volcanicus, recovering from the previous episode, gets up and follows after them as Windblade keeps firing into front of Predaking. Oh my god. And Victorion just absolutely got pummeled. I'm shocked she didn't take a lot of damage. Like, holy crap. Anyway, meanwhile, Megatron finds he's in the same location as Megatronus was back in episode 1. And he uncovers the symbols of the 13 primes and tries to, because it's glowing, that's where the glowing came from in the previous episode, he tries to access it to no avail. Meanwhile, the aforementioned Megatronus gloats about the creation of the Enigma combination and proceeds to secure it in place on this little device at the Well of Sparks. And we get this little flashback as he reminisces on his unfortunate tragedy with Solus Prime, who, in the flashback, Solus Prime still begs for Megatronus to give up the Requiem Blaster following the Unicron's defeat. But Megatronus, claims he can be trusted with the weapon, or any weapon of that matter, but Solus Prime offers to make 2 weapons in exchange for the Requiem Blaster to no avail. They have this silly little thing, and unfortunately, without warning, the Requiem Blaster gets primed. And I'm not joking, the weapon was primed the entire time. It goes off, sends a firing laser out of Cybertron, and Solus Prime gets killed in the process. So in the end, a careless decision by Megatronus costed the life of Solus Prime, as evident in her last words. Her spark flies off. It emulates the heart, because of course Megatronus and Solus Prime, fell in love and stuff. And then the spark just gets extinguished, and Megatronus feels so sorrow over this. I mean, and that's actually perfect timing, because we see the spark of either Computron, Minosaur, or Devastator show up and go into the well of the sparks. Because in the previous episode, where Overlord and Rodimus Unicronus did their dirty work against the Combiners. And as he continues to gloat, he opens a case that contains the Matrix of Leadership, as he's, I believe, about to attach that to the device as well. By this point, Victorion and Windblade and Perceptor, pretty much Victorion carries Perceptor throughout the entire chase scene. Like, what the heck, Perceptor? Are you lazy? You're a scientist. Yes, you're built for warrior capabilities, but come on, man. Anyway, like twice they get hit by missiles from Predaking, and it's pretty funny that Windblade's able to defy the fourth wall, by talking in normal time in a slow motion moment. I mean, God. And twice, and the second time they are able to, it helped because they're able to jump over a crevasse. Sadly, both Predaking and Volcanicus try to I believe I can fly over the crevasse, but sadly they don't, and they die. Okay, though they don't die, but they they hang on the edge, and they continue the chase. They meet up with Megatron, who's about to open the door, but as he pushes the right combination of buttons, the combination lock. And he, Megatron at the end tells everyone, "Stay there, I'll be right back." The door's closed, leaving everyone just puzzled. And that is the end of the episode. Oh my god, it was pretty interesting to say the least. The flashbacks with Solus Prime and Megatronus were interesting. I thought that, because we saw the first part of it in the first episode, and we saw the rest of it in the third episode, this one. It was interesting. It differentiates from the original source material, because in the original source material, Megatronus killed Solus Prime, out of pure angerment. In this continuity, Megatronus and Solus Prime have their little argument, but then the Requiem Blaster was primed the entire time. It fires, and Solus Prime gets killed because of Megatronus's decisions. Like it costed him in the end. So anyway, it was pretty interesting to see Predaking of Volcanicus. I mean, I found it funny Predaking trying to fly over the crevasse. Yes, he has wings on the back, but come on! Were you even built for flight? I mean, yes, I'm aware there's the toy there, the part of the Prime story. That is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to get it. Yes, I have the original G1 reissue, but this looks pretty good. Wow. And seeing Megatron again was pretty cool. This is probably going to lead up to Optimus Primal finally showing up. It's either Primal's going to show up in the next episode, or he's going to confront Overlord in the next episode, because it was hinted, or it is kind of hinted, because remember, Megatron is in that little capsule, kind of like the Vok in Beast Wars. Season 2 specifically. And probably Overlord gets in there somehow, and they duke it out, and then Optimus Primal shows up. That's my prediction. And probably in the next episode, we're going to see Megatron has attached the Matrix of Leadership onto that device thingy, whatever it is, and then he's going to probably resume his search for the Requiem Blaster. Where that is, we don't know. And speaking of Overlord, we're probably going to see him and probably Rodimus Unicronus in the next episode. That's just my prediction. Yes, technically, yes, Solus Prime is technically dead. It's kind of unfortunate. As to if we're going to see her again in the series, I doubt it. No one has come back from the dead yet. Okay, technically, Computron and Menasor in Combiner Wars after they defeated Starscream, yes. I get that with the whole Starscream Combiner thing. And they died already again in the previous episode. It did hint of an amazing ending. I don't know what's going to happen. We just don't know what's going to happen. We're 3 episodes in. We have 7 to go. Wow. So, we're going to see what happens. I'm going to be really curious to see what happens in the next episode. It's going to be interesting to see about the end goals of and going back to the previous episode, Overlord did say something about, is this going to bite him in the tailpipe later on? It might not. Hard to say. Who knows, maybe Megatronus turns against Overlord. Maybe Overlord turns against Megatronus. It's hard to say. It's so hard to say at this point. So, anyways, guys, it was an interesting episode, and hopefully Victoria does not get the ever-loving Scrap beaten out of again, because I think by this point she's had enough getting beaten up. And, of course, Megatron is burning dust up to almost nothing at the end of Titan's Return. And so, anyways, guys, that is my video review of the Transformers Generations Part of the Primes episode without warning. I will see you all very soon. I will be back as soon as possible with my next video. And yes, so take care, everyone. See you soon. Have a great day, and I shall catch you all later. Goodbye.